Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm unboxing the kit number 3 for Grace and Gratitude from Illustrated Faith and Dayspring. This box was sent to me as a part of being their launch team, but I'm always honest with you guys, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it with a kit when I unbox it. This kit is available as of today. I will have that affiliate link down below for you guys, and if there's any coupon codes available, those will be down there as well. There may not be any right now, but if there are, they'll be down in the description box. This kit is meant to coordinate with the 100 Days of Grace and Gratitude devotional journal. It does stand alone, so if you didn't get the journal or if you don't plan on getting the journal, don't worry, you can work on the kit by itself. But we have been working through Grace and Gratitude for November, December, and then going into January. So we will finish up the book. Mine looks a little bit different because I did have it coil bound, and I've talked about that in some past videos. So as we get into the devotional content, I'll talk about how it coordinates with the journal here, but we'll set that aside. In the kit here, I have already filmed this a couple times and I'm having some issues with my lighting and all kinds of things. So things have been taken apart. Everything comes wrapped in the box in some tissue paper with this sticker. I try to carefully peel off the sticker. That way I can cut this out and use it for an entry or something like that if I want to. I'm a hoarder, gotta hoard all the things. So I do keep that. Southern Couture was over on the Dayspring Facebook group a couple weeks ago. I'll link that Facebook group down below. If you didn't realize, Dayspring does have a Bible journaling Facebook group now. And she did a live video and she used the tissue paper to make like a little rosette piece in her Bible journaling entry. So definitely check that out and see how she used the packaging. As we open up here, this container doesn't come. That's how I had everything kind of stored. Let's start with the card from Shauna. So like the last few months we've seen, we've got a little note from Shauna. At the top here is a color swatch so you can match the colors in the kit. I have not pulled colors quite yet, but as of this posting, there will be a blog post over on my blog. I'll link it down below. And I will color match as best as I can. Neocolor 2 crayons, Faber-Castell markers, distress inks, gelatos, all that goodness. It's going to be a little difficult to match this kind of dusty purple and this seafoam green, but we'll do our best. I'll have that linked over there. So you get your note from Shauna. She says, "Hiya friends. One of the best things about a new year is a chance for a fresh start, new hope and exciting adventures on the horizon. That's why I'm so excited about this kit. We're going to carry grace and gratitude into the new year with bold strokes and beautiful colors. Each Devo in this one is going to get us focusing on a very important aspect of our perspectives and relationship with God. We're going to listen to some worship music, consider our current life situation, and dream big for what this next year can hold. So grab your paints and let's get into grace with gratitude." And I will say, when she says grab your paints, I already want to grab my paints because there is so much of her style in this kit, and it's got this very painterly effect I love. Over on the side here, you've got the 6 key scriptures. These are the scriptures that are covered in the devotional content. So if you want just an at a glance, I know some people like to go through and mark their Bible ahead of time. So they mark where those entries are going to go. You can do that with those key scriptures. On the back here is a breakdown of what's included in the kit. It's kind of nice to hear Shauna's thoughts behind what's included and why it's included, but this is also a good backup for you just to double check and make sure you have everything in your box. It's very, very rare that something gets messed up in your box or something gets left out, but it does happen. They're human, and sometimes some of you will reach out to me through email. I don't work for Dayspring, so if you ever have an issue with one of your boxes, be sure to contact their customer service. They are amazing. I've had to deal with them on 2 occasions with orders, and they were above and beyond awesome dealing with that. So you can always contact them if something seems to be missing. But it is kind of nice to see also like Shauna's thoughts behind the product. And there are a couple different things and new things in here. So let's dive in. I'm going to save the devotional content for last this time because I'm going to talk about it with the journal. So here's one of the new things. They included this pad of sticky notes, and it has a little scripture spot and a little place to keep notes. And so what Shauna says is that she is always taking notes in her Bible study during church or as she's Bible journaling, and so this just give you a nice place to take notes. I love that they're including something that, yes, this can work for Bible journaling. You can incorporate it into your entries, but it's also just functional on a day-to-day basis. This is something I have, one of my study Bibles that my son uses, and it is covered in these bright yellow, obnoxious lined sticky notes because that's what I took notes on during Bible studies and then stuck it into my Bible. Bible. So these are way cuter than that. If you'll remember the Created to Create kits, this kind of mimics that with the color and the little pencils, but perfectly matches this kit as well. So you've got a pretty good size or a good amount of those sticky notes, and it's about 3 by 4 size. So really cute. I love that. All right, the stamp set here, you've got the 3 by 4 stamp set. This is super cute. They've got these layering little texture or hexes, and so you can stamp these by themselves or layer. So you could stamp this in a color and then stamp this in a black, gray, a darker tone, and kind of layer it up. I love that she included that. These little textures down here, this big bold cross. I can see us using this over and over and over again and being a staple stamp, as well as this cute little heart and ink splatter. So those alone are kind of like the Elements stamp set. I'll link that one down below, where I use it all the time for the textures. I think this will be one of those. And then you have some big bold phrases and things. You've got He is before all things. I believe her name is Katie. She does a lot of the lettering for Illustrated Faith. She did the lettering you'll see here, Grace and Gratitude, and so this is her lettering. So it's kind of nice to have everything, you know, kind of go together with the other Illustrated Faith products. Grace and Gratitude, these are 2 separate stamps. A year full of, and then you've got hope, peace, love, growth. These little ones are super cute, and they're individual, and so I can see us also using those again and again. You've got this year and then 2019. And she does mention about the stamp set. She said, I knew I'd be reaching for those words over and over again, so of course we needed to include them in the 4x6. You'll also find some great reminders to kick off the year right, along with some layered abstract geometric shapes. So this is going to be one of those sets that you can kind of pull out and use throughout the year, which I'm excited about. Let's save the devotional content. We've got the washi. When Shauna posted the sneak peek on the Illustrated Faith Instagram, I instantly was like, yes to the washi. It's one of the translucent washis that has all of those colored hexes in, you know, kind of some of the standard Illustrated Faith colors, that peachy pink, the mustard yellow, and that teal, but then there's that sea foam and that like dusty purple. Super cute. And then there's little teeny tiny little cross art marks. I mean, that just screams Shauna to me. Like that's her jam. And this is one of those that is great for layering underneath things. And since it's colors that we've seen in Illustrated Faith before, it's something that you can use even past this kit. It will work with other products and kits and things like that. So I love that. Okay, you've got the kit sticker, so same as the one that's on the packaging here. So if you're one of those gals that likes to keep track of your kits in the front of your Bible with stickers, this is great for that. Maybe you just want to use it in an entry or give it to your kiddos, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. You've got this fun little kit sticker. And then I'm going to kind of set things out here because I've already pulled it apart. So you've got a sheet of acetate here. So it came all together. It wasn't already punched out. And it's these little acetate pieces. And there are the, I can't think of what they're called, like the cut-aparts that come in the 6x8 pads from Illustrated Faith. These are a lot thinner than that. So these are a lot easier to incorporate into your entries. You've got these fun little paint swatches, little hexy textures. This is just 100% Shauna's like art marks, right? Like she does with her Neocolor 2 crayons, and she makes her little art marks. 100% looks like her stuff. And then the hearts. I like to adhere these either by a tiny attacher, so stapling them to the page, sewing them to a page, or using my Xyron sticker maker. That way it puts adhesive on the entire back side, and so you're not just seeing like pieces of tape or glue on the back of these. Those are kind of the 3 ways that I like to adhere down those pieces there. So those are really fun. And then it came with 2 sheets of cardstock like pieces here. So one sheet had a whole bunch of these title starters, and these are titles that kind of match the themes of what we're going to be working through in the last part of the Grace and Gratitude Journal. You've got thankful, hope in a future, chosen. So this works great if you're working through the journal. If you're not working through the journal, these are also just title starters that you can use in journaling entries. Let's say you didn't get the journal. I would suggest getting on Google and just saying Bible verses for hope, Bible verses for future, Bible verses about being accepted, Bible verses about his promises. And that will kind of give you an idea of some places to use these in your Bible journaling entries if you didn't get the journal. There's also these little teeny tiny ones like we saw last month. These are so cute. I love adding these to tabs. These little, like, I don't know, they look like wordfetti, but they're cardstock. They're not stickers. And they're just this really cute, like, typed font. So there's tons of those. You get 3 little washi, they look like little washi crosses. So if you're familiar with Shauna's style, she will very often use the highlighter washi to make little crosses on her page. And so that's what this kind of mimics. And this has the perfect colors to match, look, it even has that dusty purple, to match the kit. So I will link this down below. If you haven't grabbed this, I use this all the time, and I'll show you another way that I'm going to use that with this kit. But that's what those are meant to mimic. You also get several cardstock tabs. You can either fold these in half. I like to cut them in half and get twice as many tabs just because I don't like to fold them over the page. Look, I think this one is my favorite. It's so pretty. So that is all the cardstock pieces. And you can see I just keep everything in like a little dish and then rummage through it as I'm working through a Bible page. Okay, so there is all of that, and then there's one new goodie, and like I said, I've already filmed this a couple times, and I thought it was good, so I went ahead and used it. It's this sticker here. It is a laminate sticker, and I don't know about you, but I'm a little older than some of y'all, and I wasn't onto this whole trend of putting stickers on like your water bottles, but I have younger stepsisters, and this has been a thing that they do. And some of you like go around and collect stickers from different places you go, or I don't know, just different companies, and put them on your water bottles. So this is a laminate sticker that is going to wear on the bottle okay even if you wash the bottle. And so I totally wasn't into this trend, and then this one, the Grace and Gratitude, was super cute. So I had my Hydro Flask, I went ahead and put that on there, and I love it. If this is not your thing, don't worry. It's still just a regular sticker that you can use on anything. You could use it in a Bible journaling entry, you could use it on the front of a journal, anything like that. Just keep in mind it is a more durable sticker than, say, this sticker here. So you can put it in places where it's going to get roughened up or beat up or get water on it, and it's going to last a lot longer because it is a laminate sticker. So I just think that is so cute, and what a great reminder as I go through, you know, the year of using this Grace and Gratitude. I love that. So that is the little extra from Shauna this month. And then let's talk about the devotional content. So there are 6 devotional pieces this month. I don't want to say cards because they're not cards. They're printed on regular paper. So you could make a mini book out of these. They're also sized to fit in a traveler's notebook insert, so you could fit them in a traveler's notebook insert. But there are 6 of them. Now I found that the order that they come out of the package is not the order of the book. So I will show you how that coordinates with the book. But you've got a title, the verse that we're going to be studying, some devotional content, and then some prompt questions. I love the art marks. This could even be an inspiration for how you do the background on your page when you journal this. Just really gives you a simple idea for, you know, a color scheme or a way to tackle the page. I love the art marks, and you can see if you've been working through the Grace and Gratitude journal, it totally goes with the journals. So this is, I'm assuming, going to start, because we've worked through November and December. Day 62 would be the start of January. Now, there are only 6 devotionals, and of course there's a full month of pages left. So I went ahead and figured out where these coordinate with the days in the book. And so the first one is going to be forever, which I don't have in the right order here. Hold on. I've got it backwards. And you can hear my washer machine in the background. Sorry guys, it's real life today. So forever is the first one, and that's day 65. Now, one thing I did notice, which is different from last month, is that the devotional content here is the same as the devotional content here. So if you got the book, we're not going to have different devotional content here. It'll be the same. If you didn't get the book, the nice thing is you're kind of getting a preview to the devotional content that's in here. But there are prompt questions, and there aren't prompt questions in here. So if you are working through the book, don't worry. At least there's prompt questions that kind of get you to interact with this content here. And then you've got all those other days to work through too. So that was something that I noticed as I was looking at this. And let's say you do have the book. What do I do with these? Well, you could take this and make a traveler's notebook and just have, like, you're pulling out a selection of those devotionals as your start for the year. And maybe just make an inspirational traveler's notebook that, you know, as you go through the year, maybe you hit a rough patch. Pull out the traveler's notebook and look at those key 6 points that have been pulled out about our relationship with God. And that might be a nice way to use these rather than trying to flip through 100 days and try to figure out how that relates to what you're going through. Okay, so the first one is forever on day 65. The next one is plan and trust. On day 66. So I know a lot of you aren't going to have this in your hands when you watch this video, so save my video. When you get it in your hands, you can watch back through the video and organize these in order if you're wanting to go through them in order. And one thing I also noticed was this verse here isn't necessarily the verse that's at the top of the page. It's sometimes one of these verses over here, because there are usually four verses for each day. So my plan is to use the highlighter washi to highlight whichever verse matches the devotional. That way I stay on track and keep everything organized. Okay, the next one is chosen. That's day 68. And so you can see there's no, like, it's not like you're doing one a week or one every 3 days or whatever. It's just kind of some random choosings throughout the end of this book. So chosen is day 68. Boldness is day 82. So you got boldness, day 82. Hope and a future is day 89. You'll also notice that this title doesn't necessarily match this title, but it's the same theme and the devotional content matches. That's how I was able to match it up. So day 89 is hope and a future. And then grace is day 100. So we will end on day 100. The other thing I noticed is that the artwork on these cards aren't necessarily the artwork that's on the pages, but that gives you some options. So let's say you're going to sit down and journal 2 Corinthians 9:8. You can either pick, you know, this to be your color scheme for inspiration or this to be your color scheme for inspiration. Maybe you don't want to do any Bible journaling, so you can use these prompt questions and answer them in the space in the journal. You could use this for prayer writing and then do your Bible journaling in a Bible. I think this really gives you a lot of options for different ways to tackle this project. I don't know about you, coming on the end of 30 days of gratitude documented and then Advent, I'm ready for some flexibility and some breathing room in the month of January. And so I think this kit really allows for that. So if you didn't get the journal, don't worry. The kit stands alone without the journal. But if you do have the journal, it does coordinate with that. So you kind of have some options. Now the last two kits did sell out and they sold out very quickly. And I anticipate this one doing the same. So you want to grab this as soon as you possibly can if it's a kit you think you're going to want to work through. I believe we're all going to be starting January 1st is my understanding. But of course you're free to jump in and start whenever you are up for it. Maybe December 26th, you are ready to put Advent aside, put Christmas aside, and jumpstart preparing for the new year. So there is a look at everything that comes in the kit. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out the description box for links to everything that I mentioned. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Click on that bell notification button so you don't miss any future videos from me. I will be trying to pop in and work through this kit throughout the month and kind of show you the different ways I'm using it. I'm not 100% sure if I'll be solely in the journal, in my Bible, what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm in the throes of Advent and December daily, so I can't think that far ahead, but I will come up with some fun, creative ways to use this kit. So until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.